Hello, 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 and welcome to day two recap of the Better Scores Math Challenge. My name is Michelle. For those of you all who don't know me and are it's your first time interacting with me, if you see me looking around, I'm trying to move some things around because I am on the wrong profile, but we're just going to go with it. So let me look and bring this up. So if you're watching this, if you're on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter, go ahead and tell me where you're watching from and what grade level you teach or who you support. So I'm going to dive right on into the recap of what we did this week. To this week. Yesterday, we talked about reteaching math concepts. So let me go ahead and bring that dashboard up. Let me see. This is day three. Let me go back to day two. All right, so day two, let me bring that up in Crowdcast right quick. So if you've been participating in the challenge, you know that the replays are. Let me share my screen. Uh, Make that bigger. So we've been talking about basically reteaching for uh, test prep. And the difference between reteaching for test prep is that it's more application and it's on the student to create a plan. And that's what I was talking about with day two and reteaching. So I'm going to play a little bit. Hold on, let me. All right, so when we are test prepping our students, if you're constantly, and this is the takeaway from the recap of basically reteaching for your um, test prep, the students should be doing the work, they should be doing the thinking. So, and here I am attempting to respond and show how you should be able to get your kids to create a plan. This one is a fifth grade algebraic, well, we're multiplicative patterns um, problem. And the student should be able to take what you have taught or the teacher has taught and say, tell the difference between these graphs. If they cannot, then that is an issue. There's something that you have to do to plug that gap. If they can, then they should be able to create a plan to get the answer, take what they've been taught, create a plan for a process of elimination, and tell why each of these are not correct or which one is correct. So I went on in here and let's see. I also gave an example of how to solve this problem. Now, this is an eighth grade problem. It is a reflection problem. But a lot of the students, and if you teach eighth grade or if you taught fifth grade, you know that a lot of the students struggle with plotting points. This is no easy task, and I don't understand. And I said this, I think, in one rant I was having one day as to why this was an issue. I didn't really understand why the students didn't understand this. So, in here, basically, they had to interpret this rule as a reflection and create the reflection that created the prime of the triangle HJK. That's basically what happened. So, in here, I just gave a an example and the thinking behind all of this with transformation. So if you're test prepping your students, if you're test prepping them and you are like, well, I really don't know if I'm new and I don't really know what to do, you need to make sure that the students are doing the work and able to explain, because what standardized tests do, they make students think. They have to come up with their own plan because you're not taking the test for them. I was explaining that we are transitioning to a new type of test, and it is very, very technical, more like a college algebra class. And like it's really unrealistic in the way that they want the students to interact with the test. And a lot of times with math, a lot of the kids are struggling with reading. And it's more than just academic vocabulary, it's more than that. So, if you want to join the challenge, there's still time. You can basically, let me go ahead and drop the link to the challenge. We tonight ends the challenge, but if you wanted to participate, what I want to tell you about the VIP upgrade is that the VIP upgrade gets you a couple of things. It does. I am conducting a workshop tomorrow. Normally, my workshops go anywhere from $27 to $57. Let me see. I'm trying to find the show scenes window on accident. So the VIP upgrade gets you this. It gets you my my intervention implementation guide. It has a planner as well, so you don't have to buy that separately. I just released that this year. Also, you get Q&A time. I'm going to send that out after the challenge has ended. I'm going to be taking questions via video X, where you can ask questions to me. Lifetime access to the challenge replay. So the replay that for yesterday and from day one will be taken down. Day one has already been taken down. Day two will be taken down tonight. And tonight I will be talking about quick tips for progress monitoring. That's what I'm going to be talking about tonight. Because the progress monitoring piece is always an issue, because a lot of people Let me put this here. The challenge and upgrade to the IP. So I know that a lot of you all are busy. That's why I created the VIP upgrade so that at your leisure you can watch your the videos, plan out what you need to plan because I still have a month before our actual test. And then tonight, I'm going to be sharing some of my data from my students that have moved um, and how I got them to move, even though, they may have an issue like are part of a demographic that generally doesn't do well. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to show you how I progress monitor my kids, my process for doing it, and all of those things. So hopefully you can join us tonight if you're on it, on participating in the challenge. If you don't have the time, definitely upgrade to VIP. It's only $47. Also, you'll get access to the Understanding the Math Intervention workshop, Math Intervention Cycle workshop, and have lifetime access to that. Just understanding, like getting you prepared for the next school year because with the COVID gaps, we are having, especially, and I'm not immune to it, we're having those issues with these huge gaps. And I've seen an uptick in math interventions and still trying to close these COVID gaps that the students have in addition to the gaps that they already had. So I hope that this didn't blow your little mind. I hope that that was not the case. So if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section and I'll see you all tonight or in my next live stream. Bye bye.